Let's all go to Cargonia, land of stolen pains. Obey the quartermaster, unless he is a link. Cargo takes out the station, find more stuff to take. But the boss is never satisfied until the station breaks.
Oh, and here we are again, the Outer Worlds. The Outer Worlds. Such an interesting game. It's a slow burn for an RPG. It slowly kind of pulls you in. You kind of feel a little bit more about the world every time you play it. A little bit. But we'll see how it works out. I'm not quite certain where and what. We gotta go find out where this Zoe chick is. And I think I know where. So I've been thinking about what side I'm gonna side with. I'm not sure if there's a middle way. Kind of reminds me of the that Lucky Old Sun quest in Fallout New Vegas, where you get to basically decide who gets the power. Free side or the NCR or your giant doom laser. I generally side with giant doom laser because that's fucking cool. Alright, this lady has something. Alright, notes. Notes. Bandit Queen, huh? She wants to be a Bandit Queen. Well, suppose that's the dream for some people. A life of petty larceny. But I can either save a town, or I can save the hippies. Which, I don't know. One or the other. One or the other. I mean, the lady's got that separation break-off group has got purity of heart, and they've got purity of purpose, and trying to reclaim the land and make things grow again and get away from the tyrannical corporation, but they also have very little everything else. And then the corporation's just running a fucking cannery and working everyone to death. But at least they have, you know, like, infrastructure, kind of. Oh, she's just gonna run right in. Well, fuck it. Let's get in on the gravy. This is bad. It's making me feel Rourke's Drift. Yeah, blow up, bitch. Ooh. Thank God for combat drugs. And heavy armor. Pretty good piece of equipment I've got. And this murder gun. This is that place I aired out earlier. Yeah, I don't like the corporation. But I don't like the people who just wander off and go, we'll build a better society and have no plan, because that's just going to be anarchy. Oh.
Wow, you crossed them all off, like some sort of heroic accountant running down a list. Teach me your ways.
Go home.
What? You mean Adelaide's little congregation of nature-loving nobodies? I could not possibly be less interested in them.
Yeah.
You, on the other hand, you were a sight to behold. If I had half your skills, I'd be the greatest outlaw the coast has ever seen.
You're thinking small, kid.
Why? Adelaide wants me back on garden duty or...
Yeah, look, I need to clarify
I'm
something.
great at clarifying.
No, you're not. Why'd you leave
I
camp?
got kicked out of Edgewater on account of falling sick with plague.
Okay.
I'd heard some outlaws set up camp in the botanical labs.
Uh-huh.
Instead, what do I find? But a bunch of former work...
So,
No. I insinuated myself into their company, see?
alright. How'd you pull it off?
I may have bartered them a few boxes of adrenatime.
Ooh,
but
drugs.
I'm sure that's got nothing to do with it. I don't know. The vital processes that constitute Oh, you mean around these guys?
Yeah.
The Marauders wouldn't hurt me. They love me.
Alright. I don't have high enough persuade to do anything. That's kind of funny. Convince her to return. Well, at least I can return some of these to that dingbat. Some of them. Hell of a revolver there. Hell of a revolver. Alright, where's Idiot? She just follow the sound of someone electrocuting themselves. That usually, sets things up quite nicely.
Any luck finding one of those manuals?
Yes.
No kidding. Really? Well, which one?
Part 1.
Look at that. Building a computing machine out of Spectrum potatoes, a primer. I'm just glad it survived.
There you
I
go.
agree. In fact, I put aside something special on the off chance that somebody...
I've got more.
Don't keep me in suspense. Ain't that just ironical? If I'd worked a little longer back at the cannery, I might have found this myself.
Yes.
2 whole data pads? Be still my beating heart. Sure. What's on your mind?
Never mind. We're good. I'm just gonna work on this. I'm just gonna keep upgrading the murder guns with my upgradey technology of repair stuff. Pretty good at stuff. Alright. Shit, I can make my armor better. That stuff's gonna be redunculous. Oh, cool. Extendo sight. See, I made her shit less shit. Extendo sight from the makers of gun violence. And murder gun. Oh, a grenade launcher? I don't know. I kind of like the kit I got. Alright, let's break that down, break that down, break that down. Okay, okay, okay. See if I can't talk some sense to the old biddy in here. Where's she at? Yeah, I know it's pretty. It's because it's forbidden.
Anything else I can do?
Alright.
Not strange at all, dear.
Oh God,
All of us
why?
certainly know
No,
that
I don't mean in that
The
sense.
world can seem like a forest without end, and it is all too easy to lose one's way. But we must remember
Okay, got it. No, I mean I don't know where I
this is
am.
the old botanical lab in Emerald Vale. Are you not feeling well?
I'm just getting my bearings.
Are you talking about an escape pod of some sort?
No, a friendship pod.
Did you say you were from? I could do without the mockery. If you don't want to tell me where you're from...
And she doesn't believe I'm
that's
from
fine by
Earth.
me. Is that a new settlement of some kind?
Wow.
I haven't kept news from outside the Veil. Oh, you're talking about that old piece of folklore. Now I'm convinced you're delirious. You ought to try some of my purgative tea.
Ew.
Maybe I do. I don't know yet. Growing up,
I'm older than she is. I've been in cryo for a long time. Mind your elders, madam.
It's just a story we told ourselves to keep our spirits up. Listen, don't you worry about what I think. That's not important. Worry about what the board thinks of you going around talking about lost ships from decades past.
I'm not afraid of the board.
No, but the board may have reason to fear you. You carry on about coming here from another world, and people will talk.
Who cares? I'll shoot them all in the face. Okay, how can I get her out of here?
I am getting old, you know. These two lamps of mine are not as... My dear, we are all visitors in a momentary...
Oh my
universe.
god, always the
A lot
philosophy.
Me and mine are just... A little prattling never hurt anyone, dear.
True.
I can't stop you from conducting...
Could always continue way life back into town.
He and I would come to blows within a day. This is my home.
Okay, there's a history.
Reed was my boss. I was the cannery's one and only flavor specialist, you see. Remember that limited run of white chocolate saltuna?
Ugh,
That was all me.
you're incompetent.
My son worked in that cannery. When the plague started coming, he was one of the first to fall sick. We had a store of medicine locked away, but Reed refused to treat him.
What a dick.
So I buried my boy in the cemetery. I could not possibly care less if he does, but you're surely welcome to ask him.
Well, thank you.
I'm listening.
What if I could talk to Reed? I might be able to talk to Reed and get him to fucking leave, and then she could take over, and then you could have a hippie running the government, and then it falls apart, and then I win because everyone dies, and oh my god. Titus Androidicus? With Burbage 2000 and Burbage 3000? Oh my god, I'd watch that. Oh man. Sounds delightful. Sounds very delightful. Alright, here we go.
My offer remains standing should you reconsider.
Maybe. I want to talk to you about
Go ahead.
something.
It is my job to keep two eyes on my town.
And wear a
I am
shitty
steward
suit.
of this place, and this is my watch post. I wish you wouldn't say things like that.
The truth hurts me.
Yes, as a matter of fact. When I stand at my window and look out over my town,
Yeah, the family line
we're
again.
all part of the Spacer's Choice family.
You're loyal to Spacer's
This is
Choice.
the Spacer's Choice town. We're all part
Yeah,
of it.
yeah, yeah.
Loyalty's got nothing to do with it, friend.
How long have you worked
I'm
here?
trying to remember 25 years, 26. When you get to my age, the years just rush by. You stop counting altogether. I remember looking out this window and seeing the veils spread out from horizon to horizon. We were a sprawling town. We were booming. Times change. People change.
Alright.
Go ahead. That you are not one of us may work to your advantage. Adelaide and her folk loathe.
Yeah,
I
huh.
admit the fault was mine. I'm about as diplomatic as a bristling canid. I just hope Adelaide and her folk will see that
Alright, that's fine.
I must. The burden of leadership is responsibility. If my workers walked out on Edgewater, then I have failed them. Yes, we have lost good workers to desertion. We have lost even...
You had a
Those
personal
Adelaide
history,
was
you
the
some
hostess.
bitches.
She was our only flavor specialist. When she walked away, I knew we were in trouble. Spacer's Choice Saltuna is renowned across the system for its quality flavors and additives.
Ew, citrus?
Ever since
Gross.
Adelaide left, we have been reduced to selling unflavored and spearmint.
Ugh.
Go ahead. Adelaide was our only flavor specialist. We are a Saltuna canning institution. Saltuna without flavor is like a cysty pig without tumors, borderline inedible.
Gross.
Begging your pardon, Saltuna is a staple in the diet of any self-respecting spacer. Were it up to me, friend, I'd stack our larders with Saltuna galore. No other brand of Saltuna adds as much vim or vigor to the body's humors. But, and this is something we must keep between the two of us, Saltuna is hard to come by, what with being a species indigenous to the seas of another world. Oh, we've scavenged together some organic material from the surrounding environs.
Oh,
Mostly
God.
organic, mostly local mushrooms. Some of which possess a texture akin to a well-boiled slab of Saltuna. The difference is all but impossible to detect.
So it's
To
all
any
knockoff.
idiot.
Jesus.
Go ahead. Can we not talk? If I had enough medicine to treat everyone who fell sick, I would, but I don't.
Okay.
Adelaide's son was barely competent.
Oh, all right, that's
I treat
fair.
him with
She's not
identical
very competent
rations.
herself.
It looks like I'm playing favorites. Now, I will not pretend to understand the suffering Adelaide must have felt on account of losing her child, but she is not the only one to have felt such suffering. I wish she had stayed with us.
How long has this plague been
That I
happening?
cannot say. There was no moment when the plagues began. But
Okay.
in the last 10 years, the
Okay. Yeah, see? Should have developed immunity because brain smarts.
corporate doesn't like us using the word should. It encourages the imagination.
Well, fuck you.
I believe plague is a test. It is a test of our loyalty and our fortitude.
Ugh.
And it is what... Go ahead.
Yeah, this just gets wilder and wilder. Incompetence is more and more. I hate everyone now. I mean, this is just crazy. There's got to be a third volume somewhere. There's got to be. And there's a lot of crazy out there. And this whole place seems awful. There's got to be a third book. And this whole planet is shit. I think I've killed almost everything. Which means I'm a hero, obviously. I mean, you know. That's how that works. That third book is out there somewhere. Ah, aminals.
Look out!
Good shit.
Don't mess with us.
Ah, excellent. What a horrible shithole. This whole planet's bad. Massive incompetence, short-sightedness. right.
What is it? I'll tell you what I can.
How well do you know
Well,
her?
enough to know we never got on. Zoe and Stefan were close. She was lazy and thoughtless, but she's still one of our own.
Yeah, alright.
What is it?
She seems nice. It seems like a horrible planet in general.
Something I can help you with?
Yeah.
You mean Zoe?
What happened the day she
Zoe
found
and I were
out?
gonna watch the serials, as is our custom. She never turned up. I looked around, but she was nowhere to be found. You sound like some type of corporate fixer asking all these
Yeah, I
questions.
fix your face.
Zoe was always obsessed with this serial. Masked Marketeer. A scion of Byzantium turns to banditry and teaches his marauder companions the wisdom of free market economics.
Well, that sounds great.
Shame she up and vanished when she did. I had a surprise lined up for her. The other day I got my hands on a genuine copy of the latest mask.
Okay.
Not much of a chance, no. Zoe's living with marauders? Yeah, that sounds like the sort of sideways brat brain.
Yeah, so,
Yeah,
alright.
it could be you're telling the truth. Or maybe you're trying to wheedle me into relinquishing my only copy of The Masked Marketeer. It's a collector's edition after all.
Yeah, sure it is. Do I look like I'd give a damn about your show?
Yeah, you're probably right. A true fan would have displayed a gleam in their eye upon hearing the words collector's edition.
Gross.
Here you go. Latest. I'll help if I can.
Alright. Collector's edition it is. I'm gonna bring her back. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna get me some of that sweet XP, and then I'm gonna fuck with the power, maybe? I don't know. I'm kind of wondering where I should go look for that third thing. I could always look it up on my phone. But I think that would be cheating. Especially for a first playthrough. Something like this, you should just definitely do it blind. Ow. Uh-oh. A flaw. Oh my god. Yeah, I don't want a flaw, but that's interesting as a mechanic. So there can be flaws, but they give you a perk point. But they're flaws. They could be serious. They could be nothing. I mean, they could be just piddling nothing. So that could be interesting. It's kind of like in D&D where people go and try to make the most flawed character they can in order to get some special perks or some sort of crazy stupid build. There's always that nonsense with apprentice levels, you know. And again, it's very easy to break D&D. That's where a DM just goes, no. When someone starts talking about pun, you go, that's theory, not fact.
Ever consider the marauder life? So you tracked me down just to gab about the mass marketeer?
Yeah.
You actually have it? The episode where Lord Cavendish revealed...
Yep.
I'll take my stuff and head on back, I suppose. Grace is gonna be glaring knives at me.
Alright, done and done. Return to Grace. Handled. Oh shit. It's just a mine. It's just a little bitty mine. Well, that looks friendly. Vulcan, Primarch of the Salamanders. He would enjoy this. Proper lava flow, too. Alright, let's go do this and turn that in and get some more XP. Ah. Purifies toxins, poisons, venoms. Very much reminds me of that old, Vim and Vigor era of
What is
bullshit medicine. Snake oil.
We didn't always get along, but I'm glad to know she's safe. What happened, anyway? Zoe joined up with a band of marauders. Zoe. The same Zoe who doesn't know a barrel from a trigger. Well, I've heard stranger things. You pretty much did my job for me. Least I could do is pay you for your trouble.
See, capitalism.
Let me know if I can do something for you.
Sweet, sweet money. I want to find that third one, but I gotta figure out where. It's somewhere out there. I mean, maybe it's in the geothermal plant, which I need to go to anyways, I need some leads on it, though.
I'm listening.
Well, I have nothing more to say to her, I guess. A lot of sealed up homes around here. For as fucked up place as it is, it's still pretty. Nothing like shooting wildlife with your plasma weapons. Or finding headless marauders. The question is, how many of these people are actual marauders and how many of these people are just armed people who move to the fringes of society because they can't work for the corporation? I'm willing to bet it's quite a few that are just fringe types. Ah, yes. I have many things. Looks like nothing really respawns, which is interesting as far as mechanics go. I don't hate it. I don't think that's a bad idea. I mean, there's no excuse now to fast travel, which is, nice. Now, remember, I didn't get all the way through the geothermal plant, so there could very well be a way through it that I'm not saying. Oh. Very classic 1950s kind of sci-fi rubber suits. Alright, let's go in here and poke around. From the planet to your living room. Giant moon will give you things. Who keeps stocking all this ammo? I'm not disappointed, I just, I can't afford it. Wow. Ollie Toxifree. Spacer's Chaw. Alright. I mean, at least it got some bits. Not a lot, but enough. Oh. There we go. It's in the repair bay. Alright. See, that's why you don't go out of your way to try to read up. Explore the world naturally, organically, and see what happens. That, and it gives you a chance to play the game again, you know? I like the idea of cartridge. It's so creepy, though. I mean, first of all, I like the idea of the cartridge money. I think that's very retro-futuristic and weird. I think that's great. But one of the things that's really weird to me is that even all the small details that shows how far that corporatism has been prioritized over other forms of expression, even art. You find no personal art other than propaganda. And then you find on top of that, little music boxes jingle corporate bylines. They just jingle all that. Okay. It's down in the pit, wherever the pit is. But yeah, I think that's fucking hilarious, is that it's just corporate bylines now. So, I mean,
You're not real.
I'm very real. But think about it, like, it's like that hilarious scene in Demolition Man, where he's got the, everyone's singing the jingles, because that's all that's left of television. That's all that's left of radio is corporate jingles.
You're liable to get salted. Get ready.
Oh, steam. Alright, let me go down in that pit and get that thing. But
Not real. You're not real.
quit saying that because it's really hurtful. Again, all the wrought iron and kind of Baroque feel of this is really interesting because it's reminiscent of BioShock, but it's also, I mean, all these little tiles and stuff. It reminds me of Art Deco. Quit freaking
You're
out.
not real. You're not real. Get away from me.
I'm not gonna hurt you.
Talk? The Phantoms never talked before. I knew I shouldn't have eaten that sprat raw.
Gross.
See?
Especially when you have
See,
fire.
Higgins? This is why you must always boil your... Of course. Do excuse me. I experience brief flashes of mania during which I am visited by the phantoms of my imagination.
Beautiful.
Chester D. Higgins. The D stands for definitely not insane.
Okay. What is it you do here?
Oh, Higgins has been many things over the years. Sprat Wrangler, Saltuna Critic, Aetherwave Personality, Chairman of the Board, Galactic Defender,
Wow.
Sisty Pig Tycoon. I've come a long way for someone who started off as a simple engineer right here in this plant. I specialized in automechanicals, drones, sentries, repaired them, maintained, upgraded, did it all from my old workroom just over in the next section.
Sounds great. Sisty Pig
Oh,
Tycoon.
Before. Definitely before. Sisty Pig Tycoonery was the apex of my long and storied career.
Oh, okay.
Mechanicals lost their bolts. Opened fire on anything.
Alright. And you weren't killed.
I was on cleaning duty at the time. My old boss had me scrubbing pipes when the killing started.
Like usual, I missed out. That's hilarious.
Jimmy'd opened the vending machines. That lasted a good couple of months. Eventually, I had to resort to more unconventional means of filling my insides.
So you ate sprats.
Braised, boiled, charred, skewered. Sprats are good eating, friend. Chock full of brain food.
I can see.
Look, I don't want to fall into any trouble with the mechanicals.
They wise up to our plans. Okay.
You know, you remind me of myself back when I was an intergalactic adventurer. I discovered a flaw. Their hostility levels were hardwired to maximum.
So they're like
There's no
Gandhi.
changing that. Yes, that's exactly it. I see you're also versed in the noble art of mechanical engineering. There's a behavior control terminal in the other room. It should have options to change how the mechanicals act.
Okay.
Oh, that reminds me. You'll need my passcode to access the behavior control terminal.
I wanted to ask you something. Oh. Alright.
Jimmy,
I should just go. Oh God. Alright, let's put... I can't put any more into that, and I can't put any more into that. So what if we put some into dialogue? Persuade. You know what? Revert all. I'm just going to put it into persuade. Oh, I can't open that up as an option until I get it all the way up. Giggity. Wow. Combat dialogue. So I can just debilitate them with bullshit. That's great. Alright. Go me. Suppose what I ought to do is send the power back to the town? Maybe? Or to the hippies? Because I think that there's no real good answer here. Because if you send it to... Oh, now it's unfriendly because I shot it. Alright, well, you know. Just shoot it in the angry box.
Everyone all right?
Yeah, we're fine. But no, the thing is how are they going to survive if you give it to the hippies? They can't feed everybody. The corporate guy has resources, but he's also incompetent and just willing to let everything fall apart. Damn it. It's a good quandary. There's no good answer. Now, I know some people are going to say, Tex, there's an obvious answer, but no. I don't see it. Plus, should I even get lost in this? I mean, this isn't even any of my fucking business. I just need to get off the fucking planet. I'm trying to fix my goddamn ship. I pulled that lever, and I don't know what it does, but it made me feel important. So that's why I pulled it. How do I make this stop shooting smoky? Look at all these old computers. Well done. Alrighty. This whole place seems pretty shit, though. Get out of my sky. I handled that well. Some of you are shaking your heads, saying, Tex, this is destruction of corporate property. I'll tell you this much. You're right. It is. I guess being outlaw in this setting is more or less just being willing to break shit and not follow rules. I mean, that's kind of wild. And again, I guess that's kind of rebellion in a nutshell. Breaking shit and not following rules. Yeah, let's go turn this into Dorkamungus. Oh man, Dorkamungus. Gotcha. I was in combat because it was dying.
luck finding one of...
Yep, here you go.
No kidding.
The Elusive Part 3.
Geothermal plant? Now that's a complete set. Aside from you.
He's an idiot.
I'm glad we could help, Thomas.
You're welcome.
I've been saving something for you.
Oh no. What did I get? Let's see. I like that you can just fuck with shit. I like that a lot. Increases your melee skill. Oh, cool. Increases your tech skills. Yeah, I'll take that. Alright, have that installed. Shit. Oh, carrying capacity. Ooh. Electrocharged surface. Now that's nice. And the weapons just go up in levels. That's nice. Let's tinker with our guns. Or modify them. Alright, so it's got its parts. This is good. This is very good. I'm electrically charged.
I'm listening.
And let's see if I can... I ain't botched anything yet. It's amazing. Oh shit, I wanted to go to downtown. I wanted to sort this all out. See if I could talk some sense into the big idiot, you know? Well, I should probably lead off with not big idiot. That would be the best. Now, while this isn't a perfect leveling up system, I would have done it a different way. And I think Fallout New Vegas did a very good job. Well, I mean, you had the original special system, which is great. You also had, let's see if I can still talk to this idiot.
What?
Got some questions for you. What do you know about the plague?
Plague's coming up. I wouldn't call them good workers, mind.
Yeah. What are the symptoms?
Fever, chills, fatigue, aching, vomiting, an excess of...
It sounds a lot like the flu.
Whatever it may be, I have developed my own palliative. Boiled canid liver and a splash of ethanol. Company policy, friend.
Alright. Whose idea was that?
Mr. Thompson's brainchild.
Okay. So I know who to blame. Just wanted to make sure. I'm also a deputy, which is pretty cool. I swear to serve, protect, and murder. In that order. This is all over a cannery in space. I mean, this is Cannery Row, but with consequences. Makes me wonder if that's what my grandma went through when she worked in a cannery.
My offer remains standing should you...
Alright. I'll help you.
Thank you. I can't tell you how much this means. Head into the plant. Remember that you are representing your town. If you could see your way... Go ahead.
Well, looks like I'm not going to have a way to convince anybody. At least with my skills. Or at least as far as I've played this game so far. This is also a good way to hide a loading screen, probably. The building ain't that big, you know? I would have made it really slow. Or I would have made it like the Mass Effect one, where it's just crazy. So let's go to that thermal plant and make a decision, huh? I love this. I want to see this. Island of Murder? That sounds like a great fucking movie. I'd watch Island of Murder. I'd watch it all day. Alright, let's get in here. Let's get in here, man. The taste of freedom. Jesus. I don't have any bits left. Otherwise I would. Ooh, yeah. Metallysis gel. Excellent. I have a lot of stuff. Alright. I'm thinking, and this is just me thinking out loud, but I'm thinking. Yeah, I know.
Hey, mister? Look, I know you want your power regulator and all.
Oh, come on.
I just gotta ask you. Do you understand what you're about to do?
Wouldn't mind hearing your
I don't think you
opinion.
should cut off Edgewater's power. I think it would be cruel. I'm sorry. That just sort of came out all at once. Edgewater's hurting. We've been losing workers year after year, and corporate hardly ever sends replacements. There's barely enough Saltuna to fill our bellies anymore. But the town's got some good people in it. Decent.
Alright, fine.
Well, that sure sounds like Mr. Thompson. If he was standing here, I imagine he'd remind us of how we're all one big, happy Spacer's Choice family.
Yep.
In Mr. Thompson's eyes, those deserters are still part of the Spacer's Choice family.
Alright.
I hate to say it, but I think Mr. Thompson's got a point. Unless those...
But I can't just
Mr.
destroy what they
Dennis Wilson is
made.
beautiful. Somehow, she's talked the ground into giving life again. It's plain to see she's made the Vale a better place. But Miss McDevitt delights in Edgewater's suffering.
See your point.
Sorry, I didn't mean it that.
I like hearing from you. See, I'm gonna be nice.
I mean, wow.
No one's ever told me those words in order. Alright, redirect power. Uh-huh. Fuck it. Let's give it to the town and hope it does well. It's best for long-term survival anyways. Hippies are just gonna turn into Lord of the Flies. You know that, and I know that. And this is all over a part. A spare part. Alright, well that should be easy peasy. Oh, can't fast travel from here. Look, I did my part. I'm not worried about it. Still. Oh, I decreased my reputation with them. Alright, let's go try to convince him at least. Or, you know, take our parts. I want my parts. Let's say everyone's having a bad day. Well, I hope you're happy all your plants are dead. Anyways. I'm just gonna do one of those to make me feel better. Just gonna take a rip. Take a fat fucking rip. Have they heard of like solar or anything? I mean, that might be enough to keep the lights on. A windmill, maybe?
I don't know what you did to talk some sense.
Alright, thank you. Well, I don't know why the power's off. Thank you, stranger. Uh-oh. Do I have to kill her?
That's the thing about growing old. Your eyes start to fail. Elsewise, this is all you're doing. Cutting off my power. I want to ask you this in private, away from the eyes of...
Need your power regulator.
You killed my garden, destroyed my community, sentenced my flock to a lifetime...
Yep.
Go talk to Grace and Thomas, and you tell Reed Thompson that I will never...
I'm willing to deal with Reed for you.
You offering to cross Reed off, huh? This... kill Reed if you must, or talk him into leaving if you can.
He isn't gonna leave his post. I need some help convincing him.
Tell Reed that I can make his people healthy again. I can end their plague. Start a new garden, right? Tell him how I've made the Vale bloom again. The soil has whispered its secrets to me.
Alright.
The secret is human corpses.
Oh, cool.
I've been grinding them up in my fertilizer for years.
Bone meal, huh?
Marauder, worker.
Alright.
I have got a means to cure the plague. And
Alright. Give me the, that. I'll take your stuff anyways.
Incoming!
Oh shit. They have to kill everyone? That's kind of crazy. Maybe I fucked that up. Oh, is it because I stole the thing? I should just run? Alright. That's probably why. Yeah, it's because I stole that, like, little thing of 4 bits.
Adelaide's okay.
Marauders can't see us. The matter's been weighing on.
Uh-huh.
So we came back. But I couldn't keep... I don't see us lasting more than a couple of weeks out here. Listen, we go back to Reed, hat in hand, begging for our old jobs back.
Yeah.
Sure.
Alright, so that's what I'm going to do, is I'm going to go talk to Reed and get the idiot out that let everything die, but then I nuke the hit. Oh my god, I get to double-cross both people. I love this. I love this. This is well done. This is exciting. Usually I'm like, oh my god, I have to get the right reagent to kill the wizard because blah blah blah, and it's a magical bullshit. I really like that. This is good. This is a very good way of doing this. Now, I might lose because I don't have the speak skills. But, you know, I've also got a gun. And of course, this is playing corporate jingles. Fun. You need to leave.
This is a fine day, friend. Power flows through our town.
Yeah.
I trust Adelaide's people have seen their way.
All right.
Then we are at an impasse. Stewardship over this town has been entrusted to me by Spacer's choice. I am not perfect. I have made my share of mistakes.
Yeah.
I am a Spacer's choice man. My father was a Spacer's choice man.
Oh, who cares?
I don't believe you. Plague's a reality of life. Best treatment is a good work ethic.
Doubtful.
You are disparaging our parent company, and it is not appreciated. We are a Spacer's Choice Saltuna cannery. We eat Saltuna here.
And only Saltuna. Alright.
I don't understand. You say Adelaide's growing her own food, but that should not be possible. The soil's gone sour. Company said as much. Our own botanists couldn't grow decent crops for us, so the company got rid of them and shut down the greenhouse.
Lies.
You will excuse me for being skeptical. How exactly is Adelaide growing crops in barren soil?
Well, she's been using human, corpses.
Adelaide has been using dead bodies in her fertilizer? That's... Come to think of it, that's a stroke of brilliance.
Yeah, you got plenty of them.
What a remarkably efficient solution. Recycling Spacer's Choice property long after its date of expiration. I was wondering about those missing bodies in Silas's cemetery.
That's theft.
You're right. I am being obstinate. If the best thing I can do for this town is to stand down, then stand down I shall. If Adelaide's found a way to feed her people and cure the plague...
All right, sure.
Give me a little time to settle my affairs. I'm sure Adelaide will be glad to see the back of me.
All right, what are your
A
plans?
couple months ago, I might have put in for a transfer.
Mm-hmm.
It's a big colony. Spacer's Choice has other towns. Now, I couldn't show my face in any of them.
Well, take care. Ta-ta. This is cool. I like how you can end this quest a third way. Because I thought there were 2 ways when I approached it. Do this, do that, do this, do that. Power to one, power to the other, but there's a third way. Which really harkens back to the other BioWare game. Not BioWare, Jesus Christ. They become a nightmare. it harkens back to the joys of Fallout New Vegas. You know, that lucky old sun. You can power Fort McCarran, or you can power Freeside, or you can power the Death Ray. As long as you get Euclid's Sea Finder from that kid. Oh boy, does that get exciting.
Look at that. I never thought I'd see the day that Reed Thompson abandoned his post.
Yep.
Suppose it's time our flock made our way back to Edgewater.
Yep.
You're vexing to me, you know? Injuring us with one hand, helping us with the other.
It's called contrast.
I'm giving you something to leave us be. It's a ransom, you understand, not a reward.
Uh-huh.
You're telling me you did all this just to put me in charge of Edgewater?
Yeah.
Stranger, you are some kind of twisted. I might turn that old cannery into a garden. Got ourselves a whole cemetery bursting with bodies. I need some time to gather my personals. Long walk back to Edgewater. Got a considerable burden to carry.
Indeed. All right.
I'm not. Didn't think she'd go back so long. If Adelaide's going.
All right, I'll leave you be. See, I sorted it.
Zoe says she fought her way out of a marauder camp.
No. No. All right, good and good. Now I can get back to my fucking ship, and I can leave. So good.
Is this your ship? Oh my stars, she is just so handsome.
It's a horrible ship.
What's her drive model? Oh, gosh. Listen to me babbling.
This lead has got to be an homage to that Firefly character.
Working on a real engine, belonging to a proper crew. I'm the only decent mechanic Edgewater's got, but every time I think of going back, I get this sinking feeling.
All right, you didn't seem happy.
It's kind of you to say that. And you're right. I wasn't happy. I want to ask you something, and you can say no. But can I come with you? I could tend to your engine. I know my G-valves for my catalyzers, and I can keep your ship singing. And if you ever need a pair of eyes watching your back, I can do that too. What do you think?
All right. Yeah, sure.
Yes! I mean, thanks. You won't regret this, mister. Captain. I can call you Captain now.
Yeah.
I got a captain.
Time to go. I'm a ship inspector, too.
Well, I certainly am looking forward to flying on a ship named the Unreliable. I'll just head upstairs and claim a room.
Yeah, sure. Alright, those fumes seem probably okay. My armor's all modded up. I'm awesome.
Captain, I have detected that Edgewater's power supply is now optimal. I applaud your willingness to invest your time in the local community.
You're welcome.
What can I do for you, Captain?
I've installed the power
I am
regulator.
prepared to bring the Unreliable into low-altitude orbit. This should prove an adequate test of our flight capabilities.
And we can die. Oh, that's normal. That looks great.
We have received a communication request from Dr. Phineas Wells.
Oh, great.
Ah, there you are, hale and hearty, and captain of your own ship. I see you're putting the unreliable to good use. Shame about her former captain. Horrible way to die. How are you feeling, by the way? I lost track of you in that cave back there. Experiencing any unnatural drippage? Perfectly normal side effect of thawing, I assure you.
That's horrible.
What you saw in Emerald Vale is happening all across the colony. Food shortages, lack of supplies, and basic necessities. We're dying. The chairman, the minister, and all their lackeys on the board are to blame. The Hope has some of the brightest minds Earth ever sent us. If we can revive the Hope's colonists, they can help us undo the board's mistakes. They can help us set things right. You need to get to Stellar Bay on Monarch. I have contacts there. They'll help me, help us, find the chemicals to revive your fellow colonists. Gladys Kelly, lovely woman, runs a cozy little black marketing outfit on the Groundbreaker. She can get you a nav key to land on Stellar Bay. Excellent. I'll send her a wireless.
This seems
Let her know
normal.
you're coming. By the way, I gave Captain Hawthorne a disguise apparatus of my own design. Cutting-edge technology, years ahead of its time.
Oh.
I call it the holographic shroud.
That sounds
I'm sure it will
good.
prove remarkably useful to you. You'll find it in the captain's quarters.
All right, thank you.
Excellent. I'll contact you once you've found a way to get to Stellar Bay. If you have any questions, come see me in my lab. And remember, don't trust the board. They'll try to win you over with promises of wealth and power, but it's a lie.
How much wealth and
The
power?
board's
I mean,
only
yeah.
interested in filling their own pockets. If we don't put a stop to them, they're going to run this colony to the ground.
Transmission ended.
Uh-huh.
If you are ready to depart, please select a destination on your navigation terminal.
Cool. I love that as a lever. All right. Neutral station, eh? Cool. Nothing. Damn. Wow. What do we got up here? Ooh, what the fuck is this? Sam. Some sort of mechanical murder machine? Yeah, I'm gonna use the shit out of this thing. Edison lamps. I love Edison lamps. They're dangerous. They burn a bit bright. Did I mention they're dangerous? Oh, cool, an old focal plane camera. This is a ship full of neat stuff. The shitter, comma single. Man, we even got a pot-bellied stove in here. I'd hang out in this thing. Put up wood paneling, too.
I so enjoy watching you sleep for hours on end, Captain. It's quite entertaining the way you drool. And when...
Thank you. Oh. Sam. Oh. Discarded sanitation and maintenance auto mechanical. Okay. Clean killing machine. All right. Okay, so I just gotta ask Ada about it. That shouldn't be too hard. Ooh, a stabber. Everybody needs a good stabber, man. Oh yeah, perk points. Right. Right. Let's do some talk skills. Just some basic talk skills. So I can terrify people with my voice. Base health. Yeah. Why didn't I take this before? Just become unstoppable.
Welcome back, Captain. How...
what about this automechanical?
The unit is a cleaning SAM. Hawthorne brought it on board some cycles ago, I'm sure with the intent to modify it, but I've never seen it up and running. Alex likely recorded progress notes detailing his efforts to modify SAM. If you check the terminal in your captain's quarters, we may be able to determine
Yeah, I
what
did.
remains in order for SAM to properly operate.
Yeah. All right.
Certainly, Captain. What would you like to hear?
Tell me a joke.
My violence inhibitors are a joke. No, really. I only keep them enabled because of how funny they are.
Play my favorite
Now
song.
playing a Spacer's Choice advertisement jingle.
It's not the best choice. It's Spacer's choice.
Everyone in Halcyon is contractually obligated to label this or another board-certified jingle their favorite song.
But it's not.
As you wish, Captain. I must comply with all direct orders. I have lots of minutes. Many minutes. Unlimited minutes, perhaps. Providing an adequate power source, I can function indefinitely.
Terrifying.
I prefer to think of it as being in a state of slumber, perhaps for an indefinite duration of time. Do you think that is what it's like for the colonists on the Lost Hope?
I guess so.
When I simulate myself in such a scenario, I do not find it to be desirable. I think my self-preservation.
I think. Now that's terrifying.
Desire the alternative. Traveling the system with you, Captain.
Aww.
Do you know what it feels like when the ship undergoes an unexpected power surge? A jolt to the system. I have felt that. I do feel that. As you may be aware, Captain Alex Hawthorne was a smuggler of some repute. I failed to predict the likely outcome of his reckless behavioral patterns. I should have predicted that.
Yeah, you
In
should
our
have.
travels together, Alex liked to pass time by, as he called it, tinkering to improve my design.
How many captains?
If you mean, was Captain Hawthorne my first? Yes, he was.
All right.
What part of the colony would you like to discuss?
Let's learn. The Groundbreaker.
We're cleared to dock with the Groundbreaker if that's your desired destination. If we're going there, please be sure all docking forms have been filed in triplicate and fees have been paid. The Mardettes take their docking laws quite seriously.
You take care of this, right?
Yes. Let me add that to my list of 1,435,498 tasks I am simultaneously executing in order to run our ship.
Great, thanks.
You are more than welcome, Captain.
Give me the spiel on the Groundbreaker.
The Groundbreaker was Halcyon's original colony ship. It has since been repurposed as a service station in the Lagrange point of the system. Freighters often deliver or pick up goods from the Groundbreaker en route to other destinations. The city ship hosts an array of cargo bays, factories, housing sections, and more. Many of Halcyon's companies maintain office spaces with stationed representatives in what is considered a truly neutral territory within the system. I have filed the required docking forms in triplicate, and fees have been paid.
All right.
May luck be with you. Of course, as I am sure you are aware, luck does not...
Wow. All right. Run by descendants of the original crew.
We've arrived at the Groundbreaker.
Cool.
Hey, Cap. Can we talk?
Oh my god, what?
Hey, Captain. I heard that Groundbreaker's got a real good engineer. A lady named Junlei Tennyson.
And?
I was thinking that maybe I ought to meet her. If you got time to swing us by, I mean. I don't got much experience fixing actual spaceships. I bet you a can of Borston beans she could teach me all manner of stuff.
Yeah, we can go.
Thanks, Captain. I'll be sure to make it worth your time.
So we don't die.
Did you want to talk about something else?
All right, break time's over. Let's get out of here. Great. Glad we take these people.
Just checking your ship's manifest. Standard procedure. Welcome.
Smells like grease and unwashed bodies. Just as I remembered.
Splendid.
That's not the point. This halfwit just knocked out one of my workers.
Yeah, with a tossball stick. I heard you the first time. There weren't any witnesses.
No witnesses? He's not even denying it.
Jackass had it coming. Hey, no offense, but I don't think this walking salt tuna can's gonna appreciate you
Keep talking, Millstone. See what happens. Now's not a good time.
So, go space yourself. Problem solved.
Nice.
You must really want to truncheon through your teeth.
Let me talk to the
Do
kid.
what you want. I'm done here.
I thought you were going to threaten him.
Whatever you heard?
Or you knock someone out with a tossball stick.
The guy insulted my Rizzo's Rangers, alright?
Okay, it's a
So, of course,
baseball thing.
only the finest group of tossball players ever to take the field.
Why haven't I heard of
He's a
him?
Spacer's chosen man, though. So when the Chosen beat my Rangers the other night, my foreman comes swaggering up with his head full of boasting.
That's when you resolved your differences.
Broadsided him with a tossball stick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look, this was a long time coming. Guy thinks he can push me around because he's some sky-high foreman, and I'm just a back bay's dock worker.
Correct.
Well, former dock worker. Guess I just tendered my resignation.
All right.
Yeah, I reckon you're right. Imagine me wasting my life loading boxes, unloading boxes, watching the ships roll in and take off. Hey, not for nothing, but I saw you wander out of that ship.
Yeah, it's mine.
Captain of the Unreliable. You're like something out of a serial drama.
Yes, I am.
Hey, I don't want to talk your ears off, guessing you got places to be. I appreciate your time.
I'm Kaiser
Felix
Bill.
Millstone. Pleased to make your acquaintance. See you around, boss.
You can just take stuff.
Customs and inspection, right this way.
All right. Companies give me a discount. Probably because on paper I've worked for them for like a million years. What else we got? A shovel, huh? Grenade launchers, assault rifles. What's... Okay, there's an assault rifle. What's a light assault rifle? Oh, spray and pray. I get it. Ooh. Oh. Different company. Flamethrower. Yes. My life is now complete.
Identification, please. Captain Hawthorne, you said. Let me apologize in advance. I'm about to ruin your day.
Okay.
According to your ship's record, you've been flagged by the board. Your ship will be impounded until such a time as they see fit to lift it.
But we've hardly been out of Edgewater long enough to get in trouble.
Well, isn't this wonderful? The captain's done something to get on the board's bad side.
Now, hold on. This isn't the end of the world. Probably. You'll want to take it up with Udom Bedford, our board representative here on Groundbreaker. His office is located along the starboard wall of the promenade. Shines like a Byzantium commode. Can't miss it. Access to that information is above my pay grade, and I've turned down 3 promotions, so it stays that way. I shouldn't be
Good
mentioning
man.
it, but what the hell? This here, impounding your ship, doesn't happen much. The board knows we don't take kindly to their interfering in our operations. If I had to take a guess as to why, you must have riled up someone important.
Great. I'll go have a talk.
You take the starch out of them, well, you won't hear any complaints from me. Oh, and if you're headed that way, would you mind doing me a favor?
Cocaine?
Wanda Dorset over in sickbay. Tell her the shipment's not in yet. It's not coming in anytime soon, and if she'd be so obliged to get off my ass about it.
Got it.
Much appreciated. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Job.
Maybe. Most of the shipping traffic in the system passes through Groundbreaker. Every couple of months, we even get a big interstellar freighter. 2 biggest operations are the board. That is, Halcyon Holdings and Sublight Salvage. But there are independent operators around the promenade deck.
Okay.
Most of those jobs are going to take you off station, though.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Be seeing you.
Good times.
Can we talk?
Let's modify the shit out of this thing. Jesus. This thing's a beast.
Today it was coming from Monarch.
Here we go again. No one lives on Monarch.
Proper.
You were hearing things.
No, seriously. There was a lot of static at first, but then this voice said his name was Graham?
Graham, right. Broadcasting on a dead world full of monsters. Now I've heard everything.
This is promising to be very exciting. So, we'll see what happens next time, boys and girls. Next time. Next time. Maybe.
When we pulled into Cargo Bay and needed shotgun shells, the QM yelled at me to stop a banging on his bell. We wanted some munitions for our glorious valid hunt, but found too late that they just hated us green-tided cunts.
And we're banned from cargo, everyone.
Banned from cargo just for having a little fun. We spent the whole round gearing up and stealing all their ore. Now NT doesn't want us anymore. I started as a cargo tech and I had to send these comms, so I did what anyone would do and ordered 20 bombs.
Hey, can I borrow
but
that?
then an engine with a welder hit me and set me ablaze. So cargo set on fire too, and the server lagged for days. And we're banned from cargo, everyone. Banned from cargo just for having a little fun. We spent the whole round gearing up and stealing all their ore. Now NT doesn't want us anymore. Worked the shift as King Cargo decided to succeed. The cargo techs were sent out to take all the things we need. Foolishly, Sec challenged us and all of them did fall. The only thing that stopped us was that goddamn shuttle call. And we're banned from cargo, everyone. Banned from cargo just for having a little fun. We spent the whole round gearing up and stealing all their ore. Now NT doesn't want us anymore.
Take it from here, Stagger.
I heard those fucking techies were building an engine. They didn't heed my warnings, they constructed an SM. Just to let them know who really is the chief. I cut the power, locked the doors, and now they're all ground beef. And we're banned from cargo, everyone. Banned from cargo just for having a little fun.
We spent the whole round gearing up and stealing all their ore. Now NT doesn't want us anymore. Solo!
There we go. Y'all got some yellow gloves I could borrow? Hey, is it cool if I stash this here? Nah, it's fine. I got you.
cargo, everyone. Banned from cargo just for having a little fun. We spent the whole round gearing up and stealing all their ore. Now NT doesn't want us anymore. A pizza party is reward enough for all the cargo techs. Might as well still work for this because of their nervous wrecks. Any other suggestion just might be a side obscene. Just another fucking ship on Space Station 13. And we're banned from cargo, everyone. Banned from cargo just for having a little fun. We spent the whole round gearing up and stealing all their ore. Now NT doesn't want us anymore. Because we're job banned.